Welcome back to Vertically Grown, your go-to channel for all things vertical gardening, urban greenery, and smart planting solutions for small spaces. If you're looking for a creative, space-saving way to green up your balcony, patio, or tiny yard, you're going to love today's project: how to build a vertical planter wall for a small garden. This easy DIY project is perfect for city dwellers who want to enjoy the beauty and benefits of gardening without needing a lot of ground space. Whether you're an experienced gardener or just starting your plant journey, this idea is both stylish and functional. We'll walk you through everything step by step, from materials and layout to planting tips and design inspiration. So grab your favorite drink and settle in. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below letting us know your favorite plant to grow vertically. Your support helps us keep growing, literally and figuratively. Ready to transform a blank wall into a blooming masterpiece? Let's get started. Vertical gardening is a game changer for small urban spaces because it lets you grow more plants in less square footage. Instead of expanding outward, you build upward, freeing up ground space for seating, walkways, or even more plants. A vertical planter wall not only adds vibrant greenery to blank walls but also improves air quality, offers insulation, and brings a refreshing dose of nature to your home. This technique is especially useful for apartment balconies, tiny backyards, or courtyards where traditional garden beds won't fit. With a smart layout and the right plants, you can grow herbs, vegetables, succulents, and flowers in a beautiful vertical display. Plus, it adds charm and a sense of calm to your urban lifestyle. To build your vertical planter wall, you don't need to be a professional carpenter, just gather the right materials. You'll need wooden boards or a pallet, planters or recycled containers, screws or nails, a drill, and weather-resistant brackets or hooks. If you're using an existing wall, make sure it can support the weight of your garden. Don't forget a waterproof liner if you're placing this indoors or on a balcony to protect your walls and floor. You can also upcycle old crates, shoe organizers, or hanging baskets to give your vertical wall a creative and eco-friendly twist. And of course, pick up some nutrient-rich soil, organic compost, and the plants you want to showcase. Location is everything when it comes to a thriving vertical planter wall. Choose a spot that gets at least 4 to 6 hours of sunlight daily, especially if you're growing herbs or vegetables. If you're working with a shaded balcony or courtyard, go for shade-loving plants like ferns, pothos, or begonias. Make sure your wall is easily accessible for watering, pruning, and harvesting. Convenience matters. If your wall is too hard to reach, you're less likely to maintain it regularly. Also consider nearby structures that could block light or airflow. Good airflow helps prevent mold and mildew, which is crucial for densely planted vertical gardens. Designing your vertical garden is like arranging a living piece of art. Start by planning your layout on paper or use a gardening app. Think about plant height, color, texture, and watering needs. Group similar plants together and place thirsty plants at the bottom where water drains. Mix trailing plants like ivy or creeping jenny with upright growers like rosemary or basil for dimension and visual flow. Consider using rows, zigzag patterns, or a checkerboard layout for visual interest. You can even spell out words with plants or arrange them by color for a garden mural effect. Let your creativity bloom. Before mounting anything, prep your wall to ensure it's safe and stable. If you're attaching to brick, stucco, or concrete, use masonry anchors for a secure hold. For wooden fences or walls, screws and hooks will work just fine. Use a level to make sure your boards or brackets are straight. It'll look cleaner and make watering easier. If you're renting, consider a freestanding vertical frame so you don't damage the wall. Add a moisture barrier if your planters will touch the wall directly, and leave enough space between rows for plant growth and airflow. Safety first, garden second. Now the fun part, let's build it. Start by installing the base support if needed, then attach your vertical boards or frame. Next, secure your containers in rows or layers, double-checking stability with each addition. Make sure each planter has drainage holes and that runoff won't damage the wall or floor below. If using recycled containers like tin cans or old drawers, line them with landscape fabric to retain soil but let water drain. Once all your containers are mounted, you're ready to fill them with soil and compost. It's a satisfying process that transforms bare space into a lush, green wall. Good soil is the secret to healthy plants in a vertical garden. Choose a lightweight, well-draining potting mix. Regular garden soil is too heavy. Mix in compost or worm castings for extra nutrients. Since vertical planters can dry out quickly, consider adding coconut coir or vermiculite to retain moisture. Make sure all planters have drainage holes to prevent root rot. If you're worried about mess, place trays or saucers beneath the lowest planters to catch excess water. Healthy roots lead to lush foliage and vibrant blooms. When choosing plants for your vertical wall garden, think vertically, literally. Look for compact or trailing plants that don't need deep root systems. Great choices include herbs like mint, thyme, oregano, and basil. For color, go for pansies, nasturtiums, petunias, or marigolds. If you want edibles, cherry tomatoes, strawberries, and lettuce do wonderfully in wall planters. Succulents and cacti are perfect for drier spots. For shady walls, ferns, ivy, and peace lilies bring lush greenery without needing full sun. Pick plants that match your wall's light conditions for the best results. Watering can be tricky in a vertical setup, so consistency is key. Water from the top and let gravity do the rest, or use a drip irrigation system for even distribution. Self-watering planters are a great low-maintenance option for busy gardeners. Check soil moisture daily. Vertical planters dry out faster due to wind exposure. Water slowly to avoid overflow, and adjust based on the season. Mulching with straw or bark can help retain moisture and keep roots cool. Try to water early in the morning to minimize evaporation and fungal risk. Because nutrients can wash out quickly in vertical setups, regular feeding is important. Use a diluted organic liquid fertilizer every 2 to 4 weeks during the growing season. For leafy greens and herbs, look for a nitrogen-rich mix. For flowers and fruiting plants, a balanced fertilizer with phosphorus and potassium works better. Compost tea and seaweed extract are excellent natural boosters. If you notice pale leaves or stunted growth, your plants might need more nutrients. Always follow label directions to avoid overfeeding, which can burn roots. Healthy plants start with healthy soil and consistent care. Maintaining your vertical garden wall is easier than it sounds. Regularly prune dead leaves and faded flowers to encourage growth and prevent disease. Watch for pests like aphids or spider mites and treat them early with neem oil or insecticidal soap. Clean containers and drainage trays monthly to prevent buildup. Rotate seasonal plants or refresh your soil mix once or twice a year. If you're growing edibles, replant every few months to keep harvests going. Most of all, check your garden daily. It's a beautiful excuse to slow down and reconnect with nature. Your vertical planter wall is not just a garden, it's a statement piece. Add decorative touches like fairy lights, painted containers, vintage signs, or even mirror tiles to reflect more light. Use a consistent color theme for your pots or go eclectic for a boho look. Mix materials like wood, metal, and ceramic for texture and interest. Add trailing vines for a jungle vibe or stick to neat rows for a minimalist feel. You can even theme your wall: herbal tea garden, salsa garden, or pollinator paradise. Make it an extension of your style and your space will feel more alive. And there you have it, your very own vertical planter wall for a small garden that turns tight spaces into lush, living art. We hope you're feeling inspired to build your own green sanctuary, whether it's on a balcony, terrace, or tiny backyard. Remember, gardening doesn't need acres, it just needs creativity, care, and a vertical mindset. Thanks so much for watching and growing with us here on Vertically Grown. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment letting us know what vertical gardening project you want to see next. Your feedback helps our community grow stronger and greener. Until next time, keep reaching upward and growing joyfully.